What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Scooter and I'm back with another lit reaction video. Keith Lee and Mr. Tenderism situation is getting out of hand, bruh. I didn't react to the first video, but they were saying that Keith Lee went in there, gave his review, did a good review, said the place was good, and then tried to, you know what I'm saying, offer a $4,000 tip to get to the dude that he thought was in charge, was the old black man. Kind of find out the black dude wasn't in charge. It's ran by some Puerto Rican or Mexican people. At the time, the Mr. Tenderism guy was he was doing a podcast in the back, so I guess he didn't have time to meet Keith Lee. After that, the shit took a turn. They started getting backlash from Keith Lee fans and all type of shit been going on. So Blocko react to another video of them. So I guess it's some more drama going on. So we ain't gonna speak no much on it. We gonna get straight to it. Want to see the original video? The link will be down below in the description. Without further ado, let's do it.
Like water. I splash on your bitch with the water. I feel like I'm 21 Savage. I pull up and
Keith Lee and Destination Smokehouse drama has gotten worse. This new update is proven there's something very scandalous and shady going on behind the old man's back. In our last video, we discussed how Keith Lee went to Destination Smokehouse to do a food review.
Yep.
At the end of the food review, he tried to link up with this old man from the viral videos. However, he couldn't meet up with the old man. Keith Lee documented himself going to the bank, pulling out a couple of $1,000s, then going back to the restaurant to give it to the old man, Walter.
Yep.
However, he was turned away, and he documented
tip.
the entire thing. And this interaction at the end of the Keith Lee video brought a lot of hate and backlash to this restaurant. Before the video even gets started, I want to put y'all onto the best, but like low percent, try to pay or click the link.
Pieces and flavors, 8 out of 10. For me, the standout is absolutely the oxtail. But past the oxtail, the standout is unk. Not only, in my opinion, is it extremely hard to get people engaged like that.
So he gave a good review. It's just he got backlash for what he said at the end of the video. His video.
Fast things take off in the space. I don't think he intended for it to go the way it's going. I think he just wants to show his love of food and his love of what it is that he's doing. I'm personally taking $5,000 out of my own bank, and we going to say happy holidays to Unc. So, update. We could not get to Unc. Security said it was over with for the day. They said that he was filming something. I believe he was filming a podcast. We had $5,000 in cash, or $4,000 in cash that we was gonna give him a hand. They didn't take it, so we're only gonna take his money.
Guy, man. Keith Lee is a good guy, bro, for that. He ain't had to do that though. He definitely a good guy for that. But I don't understand why they giving old dude so much backlash over him giving a good review. Like, I'm not understanding though. Y'all let me know what y'all thoughts are, bro. Let me know in the comment section.
And feed some people, but we just gonna do what we feel like we're supposed to do in the community. And as always, after this, I pray and hope that they continue to reach their target audience. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be safe.
Obviously, Keith Lee fans were upset that Keith Lee never got to meet the old man. They thought the restaurant was not hospitable to Keith Lee. So that was one set of the backlash. The other set of the
I look at it like, bro, if the dude busy, he busy. So, I mean, he probably already had that plan before Keith Lee even came. But if they would have said that Keith Lee was out here, maybe he would have stopped in the middle of the, or he would have said, hey, I'm doing a podcast, 30 minutes. After that, I can meet you. That probably would have happened. But seeing that didn't nobody know who Keith Lee was when he came in there is crazy. So that's not the Tenderism guy fault.
backlash came from people who found out for the first time through this Keith Lee video this restaurant was not black owned. That led to think pieces on social media.
Finding out that Tenderism destination was not black owned was not on my bingo card in 2025. Especially people that talk about, well, me, as somebody that talks about generational trauma and reparations. For everybody saying, I don't see the problem with it.
Why is everybody so mad that he, wait, hold on. Why is everybody so mad that it's not black owned, bro? Like, y'all mad at the fact that the black dude is, you know what I'm saying, is posing for a white person or a Mexican person restaurant instead of having his own restaurant. Like, what? He doing what he love. Maybe he the one that's cooking back there. You know what I'm saying? He doing what he love. He doing reviews on his cooking. I think that's I really think that he cooks the shit. So he's just reviewing. He's giving y'all his honest opinion, and when he do his videos of his cooking, nobody said that he owned the place. He never said that he owned the place. So I don't understand why y'all thought that he owned the place.
This man was able to grow a business is exactly what slaves did in this country. We picked cotton, we made the US billions, and then they gave us our freedom, And now we're still fighting for reparations in 2025, while every other nationality that has ever been wronged in this country has pretty much received some type of reparation.
In my original video, I completely dismissed what she was saying. I called it nonsense, hogwash. Like, you don't, like Jared Fogle isn't owed ownership because Jared Fogle did a masterful commercial for Subway. Jake from State Farm isn't owed ownership from State Farm. When you do a successful commercial and become a face of a brand, you aren't really owed ownership of that particular brand. That was my mindset.
Never said that. He never said
ever
that
since
he
I
owned
found
the
out
place,
a little
though.
bit more, I found out that the recipe that they're using and the ingredients is actually Walter's recipe for all the smokehouses. So if it's his recipe, I think ownership is deserved. They even came out and said they gave Walter ownership. But some more information has came out ever since, and I must say, man, I gotta stop jumping to conclusions because something very shady is going on here. I want to say I owe a humble apology to all the people in the comment section who I call lunatics and unemployed weirdos, who was brave enough to say something that's going on here is making me uncomfortable. And my discernment is telling me that something is up. And I don't know what, but I just feel uncomfortable. I was wrong for saying y'all are crazy because the new information that has surfaced, y'all are 100% right to feel uneasy because I felt uneasy
I feel like y'all forcing
after learning this new information. So in their response to Keith Lee, the restaurant and Walter and like everybody came out and said the Walter is an owner, that he's the owner of the restaurant. Keith Lee don't need to feel sorry for him. He don't need $4,000. He's an owner. He got big money. They was gassing up Walter and saying, yo, you are an owner of the restaurant. So I felt good for the old man. But the new information to come out would actually say the contrary.
So that's basically what I was doing.
And he didn't tell you who he was.
He didn't tell me who he was at first. He didn't tell me. So when he walked up, he told Gio.
Who was
And
you?
Gio didn't know.
And Gio didn't know. Right.
Too.
When he came to me, he said, hey, I got this amount of money. I'm not going to disclose it. He said, I got this amount of money I want to give to to ask a couple of questions. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, man, he's just like 8,000 people that comes in here want to talk to Hey, bro, they busy right now doing something. I told them what they was doing.
Well, yeah, I can see it from their perspective. He should have said who he was, and he has a big platform, and he's just trying to do something good for, the smokehouse. But I feel like he went about it wrong too, though. So y'all can't get mad at the old man, and not just old man. Keith Lee went about it wrong too, though.
And at first he was a little pushy about it. I was like, look, I don't know how long he's going to be. If you guys want to wait, you can. But, I'm not trying to be mean or nothing, but he's doing something right now, bro. I'm not going to go get him for a couple of questions.
Oh, so you gave Keith the opportunity, the option to wait, and he decided to leave?
Yeah, because I told him, I said, I don't know how long he's going to be, but if you want to wait, you can. That's fine.
Oh, okay, I get it.
There were some circumstances that happened after the fact with other people that he talked to that opened our eyes up to why he probably felt the way that he did. Even the way that he approached it, he didn't ask for anybody else. There's a lot of people visible on social media. To offer a tip to a business owner was crazy. That was the other thing too, is like he really thinks Walt is like this helpless guy who needs his help. How are you going to tip a business owner?
Did he say that though? Or that's what y'all thinking though? Did he say that? Or that? I don't think that's what he's saying. I think he just was giving back 4,000 because the food was good. Like it stood behind everything they advertised. I think everybody getting everything misconstrued, bro. Like,
how you going to tip the owner? Tip the whole staff. So that right there was confirmation that Walter is owner of the Destination Smokehouse. Well, an attorney did her research, and what she found out is Walter may be getting exploited and taken advantage of on the business side of things. He don't got his ducks in a row.
Mr. Tenderism is in tender trouble. There are a total of 4 trademark applications pending for the word tenderism, and unfortunately, Mr. Tenderism is not an applicant on any of those applications.
That's a major red flag and something really wrong with that picture. Mr. Tenderism is literally his name and his catchphrase. So if you don't have an application in to own a trademark, but people around you do, that's a major problem. That's like a major issue and a red flag that you should probably check. Because if people around you really love you, then they would help you apply. They won't be applying to own it for themselves.
Now, I'm Attorney Candace. Let's talk about what we can do to help save Mr. Tenderism's brand so he doesn't end up like Auntie Mama. Remember Auntie Mama on the syrup? She never got credit. Now, just as a recap for people who may not know Mr. Tenderism, he got his fame here on TikTok after doing videos showing his barbecue falling right off the bone, and he would say the word Tenderism.
That's how he came up.
All right, check it out.
I'm telling y'all about tenderness. But I'm saying, do that look like?
Now, social media has recently been in an uproar because the public has discovered Kenneth L. Harris has filed a trademark for the word tenderism.
He's a black attorney. He has nothing to do with Walter. He has nothing to do with tenderism. Yet he has a trademark out. Now, I don't know if he gave a statement or if people are just making this up. But what's going around is people are saying that he has stated that he filed the trademark so he could hold it for Walter, which I'm like, yeah, all right, buddy. Right? Like, put that next to the bridge and try to sell us.
This dude trying to take advantage of the situation, too. So he trademarked the shit. That's crazy y'all doing this old man like that, man. Like, that's crazy. And of course, I'm not to say that the Tenderism guide is slow anything to old man, but I feel like on the business side, he probably really didn't know. Like, he need to get him a lawyer now. You need to get him a lawyer now because now it's social media is about to blow this shit up. It's already blowing now.
All right, but yeah, he has nothing to do with
lawyer,
Destination Smokehouse. He's just an independent attorney who filed for this trademark.
And so the public is feeling like, hey, someone's trying to steal Mr. Tenderism's brand. Now, Mr. Harris did make a statement on TikTok basically saying he's a black man. He wasn't trying to steal tenderism, but he knew or he feared that other people would try to steal it. So he trademarked it first. He's an attorney. Mr. Kenneth Harris is an attorney. He trademarked it first. He's been trying to get in contact with Mr. Tenderism to transfer over ownership to him, but he's been unsuccessful. Now, the other thing is when I did my little deep dive in legal research, Kenneth is not the only one who has filed a trademark. Now, Mr. Harris filed his trademark for the word tenderism in 2 different classes. He filed that as early as November 16th, 2025. But subsequently, we have a whole separate person who has filed for a trademark. And guess who that is? Now, we've all heard of the restaurant Destination Smokehouse. But when you check the trademark records, there's a separate company called Diamond Smokehouse who filed subsequent trademarks after attorney Kenneth Harris.
Now, follow this. White folks are brilliant, bruh. So, Walter is now going around thinking he's an owner of Destination Smokehouse, right? He has some ownership in Destination Smokehouse. However, the trademark was filed under another corporation called Diamond Smokehouse, which we would assume Walter has no ownership in because Walter isn't listed on any of the paperwork. What a lot of folks believe is they are letting Walter know, bro, you are an owner. But this is your business too, under Destination Smokehouse. And they probably did that so Walter won't see any red flags when they go ahead and proceed to apply to own the trademark of Walter's name and his catchphrase, because Walter probably is under the assumption the trademark is being owned by the business that I have ownership in, not knowing that trademark was filed for another corporation that you have no stake in whatsoever.
Get you a lawyer,
and
Walter.
So inquiring minds are probably thinking, well, who is Diamond Smokehouse? Because the white boy we see on TikTok with Mr. Walt, Mr. Tenderism, his company is called Destination Smokehouse. But we do thorough research around here. So let's figure out who owns Diamond Smokehouse. Now, when I did my research on the California Secretary of State's site, When you search Diamond Smokehouse, the owner, as you can see below, is Nicholas Yapriman. Okay. Now let's go search for Destination Smokehouse and see, is it the same owner? All right, so when you pull the formal paperwork for Destination Smokehouse, you can see the name at the top. In the section that says officers, you see the same name, Nicholas Yapirian. So we conclude that Diamond Smokehouse, without the trademark for Tenderism, is owned by Nicholas, who also owns Destination Smokehouse. Now, there are some statements going around on social media that, hey, Mr. Tenderism.
Maybe, like, hold on. So, maybe Walter is the owner of the Diamond Smokehouse with the catchphrase on there, and then they just built a whole new smokehouse, the Destination Smokehouse, but he ain't got the trademark yet over the company. Like, what if they doing it like that, and then everybody jumped to conclusions, bro? Like, cause you gotta look at all scenario here. What if Walter already knew about the Diamond Smokehouse, and he know that the Tenderism, he got ownership over that one, so he basically trying to say since they got a new smokehouse, he's the owner over that one too, but they probably didn't trademark at that one that he's working at now because he already got a trademark at the other one. I don't know, y'all let me know, bro, or am I forcing it?
Actually is a business owner with Nicholas, and he owns a portion of Destination Smokehouse. As we can see from the official paperwork, that is not true. Walt, Mr. Tenderism, he's not listed on any of the formal paperwork. The only way he would have an ownership interest in the company is if they transferred ownership shares of the corporation to him,
and that's probably what
it would have to be memorialized in writing, some type of contract. He would have to receive the shares, things like that.
Hopefully, that's what they do. Like they give them shares of the business. Hopefully, cause the internet is gonna fuck everything up right now. Like, it's gonna fuck everything up, and they better be smart and get him shares of that motherfucking smokehouse. Cause if he sued them, he might just get it. He might just own it.
Willing to bet
I don't know how to go through the legal place. Y'all let me know, bro.
Now, the other thing that comes into play before we get to a resolution is this. The employee-employer relationship is always important when it comes to who owns the intellectual property. Typically, when you work for an employer as their employee, what you produce in your day-to-day duties as a part of your employment belongs to the corporation, the employer, okay? However, if you are an independent contractor, the same is not so. Now, from what I've seen in these videos, from what my intuition is saying, there is no employee-employer relationship. It looks like Mr. Tenderism is an independent contractor. And if that is the case, then Destination Smokehouse, Diamond Smokehouse, what are any of the Destination Smokehouse's affiliate companies, they have no ownership in Mr. Tenderism's intellectual property. None at all. He's an independent contractor. All right. But obviously, we would need more facts and information to fully clarify that.
Wow,
break this shit down.
Now, worst case scenario here, I'm talking about worst case scenario, Walter owns nothing. Walter probably got like a revenue share. He got a percentage of the revenue. For example, a 20% revenue share is not the same as 20% ownership in a business. Like, for example, if, let's say, I don't know, I get like an editor.
Cause like some people be cool to the point where they feel like they family, they just do shit for free. And he probably just cooking in here for free, like without getting paid. I know I really hope that he not that. You know what I'm saying? To just be working for free anywhere. That would be crazy, that they really taking advantage of this dude like that. That'd be crazy.
And I tell the editor, hey, I'll give you 20% of the business revenue. He has a 20% revenue share. Now, he might go around saying, man, I'm not no employee. I get a percentage of the revenue. Nah, I'm I'm an owner. You're not an owner. You have percentage of the revenue. So I think Walter, probably not knowing any better, is getting revenue share and thinking he's the owner. When they look at the paperwork, no, buddy. Like, you're nowhere to be. No, sorry, buddy.
That's crazy.
It's not that. Okay, it's not that at all. Not only that, bro, them folks about to own your name, bro. You won't be able to call yourself Mr. Tenderism if you leave this corporation. Understand that, bro. Now, obviously, that's probably done to
Get you a
protect their
lawyer, like I
business,
said, man. Get you a
right?
lawyer,
Because
bro.
if he takes Mr.
Get you a
Tenderism and
lawyer.
the brand and the catchphrase and the everything, and he takes that brand to another smokehouse, and now guess what? He's making that smokehouse bigger than right. So I could see why they're doing it that way, but man, I couldn't have been any more wrong.
So the way that Mr. Tenderism can protect his brand, regardless of the current trademarks that are filed for the word Tenderism, is he needs to copyright and trademark his likeness. Okay, just like we bought the Ainchi Mama syrup because the black woman was on that, a pretty wholesome looking black woman. It looked like she knew how to get down in the kitchen. The same way we bought that syrup because of her likeness being on the bottle, Mr. Tenderism could have the same effect. The only difference is we want Mr. Tenderism to own it, okay? So the way he would protect his likeness and his image is to find his favorite photo of himself, something similar to this, where he got the hat on and everything and the mustache and all the things that we know him for, and copyright it and trademark it, right? And this way, this will solidify his particular brand regardless of the word Tenderism being going through a trademark fight right now, because you know what, he could slap his photo of himself on any products and we would buy it, because now we know, okay, this is his product, this is him. Okay, he can slap his photo on a logo for his own restaurant, just like KFC, just like McDonald's. When we see KFC, when we see the old white man with the gray beard and all that, we know it's KFC. Okay,
Mr. Tenderism guy, you know what I'm saying? I don't know you personally, but I feel like somebody needed to send this video to him and I say follow through what she's talking about, because I feel like you probably gonna get finessed in the end, bro. So you should just go ahead. Somebody send this video to him, or if somebody ain't get in contact with him already, but hopefully he listened to what she's saying and follow through with this shit, because we don't want to see nobody getting played out of they shit.
And he could do the same thing with his own restaurant, and that is how he would save his brand.
Right now, where he's at, but you got a lot of business owners, a lot of venture capitalists. They are rubbing their hands like Birdman, looking for an opportunity to get in business with Mr. Tenderism and start his own restaurant. Like, he won't have to spend a dime of his own money. My only issue in the last video was you're telling this man to leave people who's been loyal and good to him. Well, now that it's coming out, they may not have been as loyal or good to him as we thought. It might be time to shake, man. All right, let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man?
Man, we hate to see it, bro. We hate to see it. This is crazy. It's crazy. I hope they not doing him like that, bro. I really hope they not really doing him. But we don't know. Don't nobody know but the owner and the people that work in the restaurant. So maybe we could be jumping to conclusions. I don't know. You don't know, man, but we here for it. We here for the, you know what I'm saying, the message. You feel me? Y'all let me know what y'all think about in the comment section. Y'all let me know what y'all thoughts are, or y'all feel like we should just mind our business, bro. It just that's between them. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section, bro. But yeah, though, that was the end of the video. I'm gone, gang.